So these airports were told by the TSA they were ordered to air this political propaganda message by the administration. Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem blaming Democrats for the government shutdown.
Hi, I'm Kristi Noem, the United States Secretary of Homeland Security. It is TSA's top priority to make sure that you have the most pleasant and efficient airport experience as possible while we keep you safe. However, Democrats in Congress refuse to fund the federal government, and because of this, many of our operations are impacted.
The chances are that if you're flying anywhere this week, you're not seeing that ad. Administrators at the airport in Portland, Oregon, when Noem's agents are tussling with protesters in frog costumes, pointed out that her ad is just an open violation of the Hatch Act, which is supposed to prevent open politicking by sitting administration officials. It's still the law of the land. Not even airports in South Dakota, where Noem was governor until January, are running the ad. At the state's biggest airport, Sioux Falls Regional, an administrator said the video is not airing because the airport does not have monitors appropriate for the purpose. He said existing monitors are devoted to flight-related information. Our producers has identified at least 40 airports around the country that are just saying no. They're refusing to air Noem, including all the New York area airports, major hubs in Atlanta, Chicago, LA, and Las Vegas. And we told you earlier this week about resistance to the Trump administration coming from the reporters who cover the Pentagon day in, day out. These are not ideological folks. A lot of these work at, mainstream news outlets. They don't have any sort of bias here, right? They're just trying to do their jobs. And this was them yesterday. This is the scene. It's virtually everyone in the Pentagon press corps, right? Across the sort of spectrum, turned in their access badges, emptied out their workspaces, and vacated the building. Rather than agree to the administration's new restrictions, they were essentially told to act as stenographers. They wanted to keep their access, right? Basically authorized reporting only. And everyone refused, except for the far-right One America News Network. But just them. Newsmax said no. There was refusal from Fox News, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth's former employer. It's also happening in federal grand juries where regular citizens are refusing to indict their peers with charges trumped up by this administration. Like a young woman in D.C. who was accused of assaulting an FBI agent during a protest against immigration officials. Now, the office Trump's handpicked U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro tried 3 times to indict her on a felony with serious jail time attached, right? They failed every time. So then they got her indicted on a misdemeanor. And late this evening, listen to this. After a brief trial and less than 2 hours of deliberation, jurors returned a not guilty verdict.